I am at the airport in Washington, D.C. about to take a flight to Miami, Florida, one of the most iconic cities in the US. It is going to be my first time in Miami, and I have heard that it is very different from the rest of the country. Some people even say it does not feel like the United States anymore. So I am curious to see if that's true. I will take you with me on the full journey. The flight to Miami, figuring out how to get to my hotel, getting first impressions, and visit some of the most iconic areas. I will also show you exactly how much money I spent along the way. So by the end of this video, you will know what Miami is like, how expensive it is, and whether it still feels like the USA or something completely different. So is Miami really different from the rest of the country? And will we get good first impressions there? Join me and let's find out. Okay, and here we are at the airport in Washington, D.C. And my first impression is that it is quite a small airport. Not too many people around, so I think it's not that busy at the moment. And yeah, I'm flying with Delta Airlines today, which I heard is one of the best, if not the best airline in America. So let's see how that experience will be like. And here we are. So I checked in already online, so I don't have to go to any counter. So let's see which gate I have to go to. I do think that this airport here in Washington is only for domestic flights. I think there's also another airport a bit outside of the city. So yeah, I see only American cities here on the board, including my one, Miami, 259 B19. That is something that I find strange here in America. The departure times are very odd numbers, like 2:59. Why don't they write just 3 p.m., you know? Alright, I am a bit confused now. It says only check-in and, oh, I think I need to go security checkpoint. I was looking for a sign saying gates, couldn't see that one, but I guess security will do it then. Ah, here's the sign I was looking for, gates. And then we have the security here. Okay, and I am through security, and I can really say getting through American airport security always takes a bit longer compared to airport securities in other countries, because they really check everything in detail. But still, because yeah, it wasn't really busy there, this is a small airport, it still wasn't a very long experience. And for once, I'm not in a rush. I have about an hour left until boarding starts. What I also noticed inside American airports, there's often a place like this, like a bar with plenty of TVs where you can watch sports. So like a sports bar inside the airport. Also something I haven't seen many times in other countries. And yeah, Miami. After visiting Los Angeles, New York and Washington, that's gonna be my fourth very iconic and famous city here to see in America. So I'm actually very excited about that. And yeah, my main goal is to end this video at one of the most famous places there, the Miami South Beach, which I heard is here like the most famous place there and also one of the best beaches in America. So that's where I want to end my trip in Miami later on. And touching the plane for good luck as usual. And here's my seat, 15D. Okay, as usual, I booked an exit seat, so I do have a little bit more leg space than usual. And yeah, I paid in total about $300 for this flight. I think just the exit seat was like $60 extra. First impression of the seat, feels quite comfortable so far. We even have a little screen here, so I think there's going to be like an entertainment program as well. And I'm actually not sure if there's going to be a meal included in the flight. I think yes, but let's see. And flying time is about 2.5 hours from Washington to Miami. That's actually interesting. I've never seen a dog before on the plane. I didn't even know that's possible to bring your dog on a plane. And yeah, right, so we do have an entertainment system here, so you can choose between movies, series, live TV, audio, and of course flight information. Okay, and we are in the air. We left quite exactly on time, and we are even scheduled to arrive ahead of time, so that's a good first impression. But yeah, to my surprise, there's no meal being served on the flight. They only gave us some cookies and drinks, and I'm actually surprised by that. I mean, Delta is not a budget airline, right? So it seems like even the major airlines in the US are not serving meals on their flights. Maybe I'm also just too used to travel in Asia, where every major airline that's not a budget airline serves meals on a flight. But yeah, other than that, the flight is pretty comfortable. I have to say though, it's pretty cold in here.
Touching down right at 6:25 and into the gate right by 6:30.
And we just landed, and that was overall a decent flight experience. And we have arrived in Miami, Florida. Let's see what the arrival process will be like here. Okay, here we are, Miami Airport. And what's actually quite interesting is that we are literally leaving exactly where the next people are boarding the plane. I noticed that already in Washington. So usually there's like an extra path for arriving passengers. But here we are literally walking through the departure section of the airport. So that leads to like a more congested area right here. But yeah, we have to go this way, I think. Okay, Okay, and there's a sign here, exit, and it's already in Spanish. So as soon as you arrive here, yeah, all the signs I'm seeing around me are not only in English, but also in Spanish. Like the signs up here as well, so that is already quite interesting. I haven't seen something like that before in another city in the US. That's also interesting here. We are literally now at the check-in counters. Very interesting organization here. Something I've never seen before in another airport. But yeah, the problem is now I don't know how to get to my hotel. So we have different options here. Shared vans, taxi. I'm not sure if there's a metro available here. Let's see. Ground transportation. Taxi and buses sign there. Actually, I think I will take the taxi now. Probably you can also get Uber here at the airport. Oh, and the baggage claim is also down here. Yeah, they do have a very interesting organization system here at this airport. But here we have doors to the outside area. Automatic door. Okay, here we go. And just like that, we are outside. So I'm guessing there will be like a taxi lane somewhere. And oh, there's a taxi driving with the back open. And I think the driver doesn't notice that. But oh, I see taxis over there. So looks like they also have yellow taxis here in Miami. Something that for me is very iconic American, you know. So here we go, yellow taxis. Okay, let me take one of these airport taxis. And literally as I'm arriving here, they're all driving away. Okay, but I'm guessing there will be new ones arriving soon here, so I'm just waiting here now. But I'm a bit confused because there's no taxi sign here. Like usually there should be a sign like airport taxi or like an official airport taxi place, you know. But I don't see that here. So now I'm confused. Is this even the official taxi place? Or do I have to go somewhere else? Something that I noticed at American public places, not only at airports. Not a lot of staff around to ask. So there's a sign, Ride App Pickup. So if you want to use Uber. Okay, why is that taxi driving away? Okay, I am really confused now because the yellow taxis are just driving by here. How can I get a yellow taxi? Okay, we do have a taxi place here, but there's literally nobody here. It doesn't seem to be in operation. For transportation assistant, please use phone. And also here we have Spanish writing again. So that seems to be the case at all the signs here. And there's a phone here that looks like it's from the 70s. Who is using that? Is somebody seriously using that? Okay, I just want to ride one of these yellow taxis now. I don't want to get an Uber, so I will figure out how to use them. Maybe I have to wave them down? No. Is he going to pick me up? Hi, can you drive me?
Sure, where you want?
To downtown area? Yeah? Okay. I want to go to a hotel, Homewood Suites. Do you know that place?
What's the address?
First Avenue, 1750 SW. You know? Yeah? Okay. And you're using the meter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're starting with $5.85. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How is Miami? Is it a good city?
It's a good city.
Yeah? I'm happy to be here because it's so famous city. Everyone knows Miami, and now I can see it with my own eyes.
That's the place.
That's the place?
Yes, sir.
What's the number one place I need to see here? Like, I know the beach is famous, right?
Yeah.
And the most famous beach, which is the best one?
South Beach.
South Beach? Okay. Yeah, that's the one I want to end up at the end of this video. Alright, and here we are. We have palm trees again. Reminds me a bit about Los Angeles so far. And yeah, far in the distance I can see the downtown skyline already. Oh, where are you from?
I'm from here, sir.
From here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you get many tourists from overseas here?
Yes.
I guess also like many American tourists, like from other parts of the country, like to come to Miami, right? Because yeah, we are now in southern USA. The climate here it's a bit warmer. Do you know the movie Bad Boys? That's one of my favorite movies, and it was filmed here in Miami. So I'm very excited to see the city that I know from the movie. You don't know Bad Boys with Will Smith?
I'm not a big fan of movies.
No? Okay. Maybe some of you guys know the movie Bad Boys. One of my favorite movies, Bad Boys 1 and 2. And both of these movies play here in Miami. Alright, I think we have arrived. Ah yeah, I see the sign, Homewood Suites. Okay, what's the total?
It's gonna be 60.
$59.76. Alright, credit, tip, 20% tip. So $71.71 total.
Thank you. The charge has been approved.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Have a good one too. Thank you very much for the ride. Alright, and here we are. And that was, yeah, 15 minutes taxi ride for, yeah, about $70 including tips. Actually, I'm not sure. If you're American, let me know. Do you actually tip taxi drivers and Uber drivers? I'm always a bit confused about that. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I was also curious. I just had a look on Uber when we left the airport. And an Uber from the airport to here would have been about $45, including tip, and probably like 50, 55, so a bit cheaper compared to the airport taxi. But to be honest, course, that doesn't surprise me. Airport taxis are usually a bit pricier compared to ride-hailing apps. Anyway, I have arrived at my hotel. I'm staying at Homewood Suites, and this is, very close to the downtown area. It's only like a 3-4 minute ride away from the downtown area. And this hotel is $200 a night. Let's see what that gets us here in Miami, Florida. First of all, the entrance looks a bit like a hostel entrance, not like a proper hotel entrance. And this entrance also looks a bit unique. Welcome to Miami, hotel guest registration, second floor. Okay, I think this is not the proper lobby area. So I guess I have to take the elevator first to get to the main lobby area. But yeah, the welcoming area of the hotel, I've seen better. Okay, what was the lobby again? Wasn't it on the second floor?
Lobby is the L.
The L? Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, I was just confused because I don't see second floor. But yeah, it does make sense. Lobby L. Right? That makes sense. And there's actually also a sign here. Front desk, they also have a pool here. Breakfast is also included in the stay. Alright, here we go. That looks like a proper lobby area. Hello. Yes, please. Okay, and I have checked into my room, and yeah, I'm having quite a spacious room. I have a 2-bed configuration here because that was the only room left to book today. I have a couch area here as well, and then the bathroom looks like this. The view is also not the best. I'm looking over to downtown Miami over there. So overall, the hotel is okay, I would say, but it doesn't blow me away. But that's what you get in downtown Miami for $200 a night.
Plátano verde y plátano maduro.
No entiendo. Español poquito, pero la comida de...
Toda es buena.
Buena.
Toda es sabrosa.
Okay, okay. Y la gente en Little Havana, soy de Latinoamérica,
Sí.
de Cuba,
Cuba,
México,
Venezuela, México.
Okay.
Ahí está
Okay.
Taquería Santo.
Ajá.
Son tacos,
Son-
comida mexicana.
Mexicano, okay.
Rico.
Rico, okay, okay. ¿Y qué es el mejor? How to say that in español?
Salsa.
No, I mean en Little Havana.
Ajá.
¿Qué es el mejor spot to see? What's the best place to see? Like I heard Calle 8.
En la calle
Sí.
8 y bajas hasta Brickell. Va caminando.
So in Little Havana tienes mucho turisto.
Mucho.
Okay, okay. Oh, the houses here, muy beautiful.
Casas.
Casas. Bueno. Beautiful.
Sí, esta es una zona nice.
Nice, Okay, and I think we have arrived. Okay, aquí está bien.
Aquí es la calle 8, de aquí.
Y esta área no es peligroso.
No,
No peligroso.
nada.
Nada. Okay, muy bien.
Turisto.
Turisto. Okay, hasta luego. Bye bye. Alright, and we came to an area called Little Havana. And yeah, as you just noticed, my Uber driver spoke Spanish. She was from Venezuela actually. Yeah, I tried to ask her some questions. Hola, hola. Why I'm speaking Spanish now? My brain is in Spanish now because I was literally talking the whole ride with her in Spanish with my very broken Spanish. And yeah, she told me she's from Venezuela, and as far as I understood her, she told me that in this area you find many people from Venezuela, from Mexico, from Puerto Rico, so basically from Latin America. And yeah, because I have heard that there are also some areas in Miami that are not really that safe, I asked her if that area is safe, or I asked her if this area is dangerous, and she said nada, nada, absolutely no. So I feel very comfortable walking around here now. Actually, I want to cross the street. So yeah, let's have a little walk around Little Havana. And there's actually one restaurant here that has been recommended to me where I can try food from Cuba, which I have never tried before. So I'm very curious about that. Oh, and look at this beautiful artwork here. How do you call that in English? A mural, I think. That looks beautiful. I'm not really sure why they put a chicken on there, but that is, I think, the flag of Cuba. And then we have the palm trees, a very iconic car. I would love to see such a car in real life today. That would be really cool. And yeah, we are in Little Havana now. And in case you don't know, Havana is the capital city of Cuba, which is actually not that far away from Miami. Yeah, so let's see if we can find one of these very iconic cars here. That would be really cool to see in real life today. And yeah, the music I'm hearing here sounds like Latin American music to me. We have actually way more beautiful walls over there. There's a Cuban barber shop here. Wow, first impressions here. This really does feel like a different country. Oh, we can get coconut here. Hello.
Nice and cold, the coconut.
Can I get a coconut here?
Yes, can get
Yes?
one.
You cut it open fresh?
No, can I open it? I don't know machete. I open it for you to drink the water.
Ah, you don't have a machete here?
No.
I'm probably not allowed to walk around with a machete here, right? Okay, but so how does it work? You're selling it like in
Right here.
like in a bottle,
No, here in the coconut.
in a coconut. But how do I drink it then? You're using this for opening the coconuts? Okay, how much is one coconut?
$6.
Can I pay with card?
Zelle, you have Zelle? Zelle is this.
Ah, it's an app. I don't have that,
that's
but
how.
then cash is okay?
Cash, yeah.
Okay, then one coconut, please. Is this what flag is this? Is this from
Panama.
Panama?
Yeah.
Are you from Panama?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
That's why I got my flag there.
Ah, okay. Representing your country here, okay.
Right.
So you speak Spanish, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yo puedo hablar español poquito.
Okay.
Poquito. I can speak a little bit Spanish. So the coconuts, where are they from?
They're from here, man.
From here? So it seems like they produce coconuts here in Florida as well.
Yeah, they grow a lot of coconut here.
Yeah, okay. So an American coconut.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually my first American coconut then. I never tried a coconut from America before. I never had American coconut before, no.
They're almost the same.
Oh, you're actually using this device to open the coconut. Oh,
Yes.
just like that.
Yeah.
And now I
you
put
the
the straw inside.
Yeah. You're
Wow.
ready to go.
Ready to go. Okay, let me pay this man. You have change? I only have a $20 bill.
Yeah, I got you.
Here we go. $20 for you, sir. Thank
Where
you.
you from?
I'm from Germany.
Oh, Germany.
Yeah. Y mi primera vez a Miami.
Oh,
My first time in Miami. Okay, let's give it a try.
yeah.
Ah, muy rico. It's very delicious. Also, the weather here is way hotter.
Most of the Caribbean country have a lot of coconut.
Have good coconuts?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. Keep the change.
Okay, thank you
Yes.
very much. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Ken.
My name is Louis.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Okay, have a good
I'm
day.
always here.
You're always here?
Yeah.
Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.
too,
Bye bye. Alright, I was not expecting to see a coconut vendor here on the streets in Miami, but that is a nice surprise, and this coconut tastes very good. It's very refreshing. What I wanted to say is that the weather here feels way hotter compared to Washington and New York, where I have been in the past days. So this was a good purchase. Look at that, there's a little park here, Domino Park, which I think refers to the game Domino. Oh yeah, I think they are playing Domino here, which is also a game that my dad likes to play. I remember he played that a lot when I was a child, but it is a game that I don't really understand. I never really learned how to play that game. It seems like that's also popular here. So I think all these tables here are, to play Domino. Wow, interesting. So a little public place where you can just chill with your buddies for a round of Domino. That's interesting. And I heard some people speaking Spanish in there. To be honest, I hear more Spanish around me than I hear English. And I'm looking for the specific restaurant that has been recommended to me to try Cuban food. And actually I wanted to answer one of the most common questions that I get asked in the comment section. And the question that I'm talking about is about traveling advices. I often get asked about advices or traveling tips because I have been traveling full-time for more than 5 years already now. And one of the best advices I can give you in 2025 is to stop using physical SIM cards when you are traveling. You probably know this feeling when you are arriving in a new country, you're very excited, you just want to get out of the airport as fast as possible, get to your accommodation, start exploring, but then you have to start searching for a local SIM card first, because of course you want to get connected to the mobile data. And I always found that very annoying. So about 1.5 years ago I switched to using eSIMs. And eSIM is basically a digital SIM card that you can install to your phone even before you start a journey. And honestly, that is such a game changer for me. It makes traveling so much more relaxed and easy, way less stress up on arrival in a new country. So I will actually never go back to start using physical local SIM cards again. So if you have an upcoming trip, I highly recommend to start using eSIMs as well. And I'm getting all my eSIMs from a company called Olafly. They offer eSIMs for over 200 destinations, different data plans, many of them with unlimited data, which I find very nice. And if you want to check out Olafly, the eSIM provider that I'm using, there's a link in the description. And if you use that link, you can even get an exclusive discount, which you can also get by simply applying the code CANABROAD at checkout when purchasing a Olafly eSIM, either on their app or on the website. Just make sure that your phone actually does support eSIMs, but most phones nowadays do. Okay, the restaurant that I'm looking for is called Old Havana Cuban Bar. It has over 20,000 reviews with an almost perfect 5-star rating. So I think that's a good place to try some Cuban food. Okay, here we are. I have to say the atmosphere already looks, I'm not really familiar that much with Latin culture, but if you look around here, it looks different compared to American restaurants, definitely. And seems like they also have live music here sometimes. times. Okay, and my food has arrived, and yeah, I decided to order a Cuban sandwich, which yeah, I have never tried before, but I heard it is one of the must-try dishes when you are in Miami. So it looks like a very fluffy sandwich, and then I think we have ham and cheese on it, and I also see cucumber and cheese. And then I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a tiny French fries, very crispy. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but it's basically like a mini version of a French fry. And then I guess you can just eat it with your hands. It seems to be quite oily though, and it's huge. Okay, let's give it a try. Very nice flavor. Very different compared to sandwiches that I tried here before in America. The bread reminds me a bit about French baguettes, but a bit softer though, not that crispy. And then the cheese tastes really nice, and I also really like the ham. They put a very thick layer of ham on here, which is very nice for a meat lover like me. And then I'm not really sure what type of sauce they put on it, but the sauce is very distinguishable. Yeah, look at the huge layer of ham you can see here. Wow, that's a decent sandwich. And also there's so much cheese here, look at that. That is a very big piece of cheese. Oh wow, this is a really good sandwich, and I think it's going to be very filling. Okay, so we do have live music here as well now. And yeah, that was indeed a very filling meal. And including the tip, the price was $22. And then I'm actually curious, maybe you can let me know in the comments if you know that. Is this actually authentic Cuban food, or is this like Americanized Cuban food, you know? I would be curious to know that. And yeah, now earlier I saw that there's a barber shop around here. And actually I would like to have my mustache trimmed. So let's see if I can get that done here. And then after that we're going to see another very famous area here in Miami. And what I also see a lot here are cigar shops, probably selling Cuban cigars, which I don't know anything about cigars, but I think Cuban cigars are very popular and famous. And yeah, I see plenty of shops around here offering cigars, so I guess that's something popular to buy here.
Half a block there?
Half a block?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can see 2 shares.
2 share?
Yeah, on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah, that's the only barber shop you can find here. That's a good barber shop.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thank you so much. Gracias. Okay, I couldn't actually find the barber shop. I knew that I saw one earlier, and then the coconut vendor from earlier came by again, and I asked him.
You're a YouTuber, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, nice, bro.
Oh, where are you from?
Italy.
Italy?
Yeah,
oh, from Germany.
Oh, nice. I see you on TikTok, some clips, you know?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice, man.
Okay. And look at that, we have a typical American school bus here. I think that's also the first time that I'm seeing that in real life. Wow. Saw that in so many movies before. I like traveling in the US because so many times while traveling in the US I stumbled up on so many famous places or famous things I have seen before in movies, and that's really cool. So I think I see the shop that the guy was talking about. We have it right here, the Cuban barber shop. Let's have a look here. Can I get a shave here? I would like the mustache. Okay. I want to keep it, but can you trim it a bit? Okay. Just trim. And this one, shave everything. Okay. Okay, muy bien.
What's your name?
Ken. I'm from Germany.
Germany.
Colombia.
Colombia, yeah.
So you habla español?
Sí.
Sí, okay.
So, ¿tú hablas español?
Poquito. Okay, sit right here.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me put my sunglasses here. I hope I don't forget them. But you also speak English, right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I understand.
Español es mejor.
Okay. ¿Tú?
Tu español es mejor que English.
Sí.
Okay, his Spanish is better than his English. So tú eres de Colombia?
Colombiano. De Bogotá.
De Bogotá. The capital.
The capital.
Okay.
What is the best place?
The best place in Germany?
Yeah.
I would say the countryside, like the villages, better than the cities in Germany.
I like football in Germany.
Oh, football, yeah. But Colombia also has a good team. You have James Rodriguez?
James Rodriguez.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember in 2014 World Cup, he scored a very beautiful goal. Yeah, that was James Rodriguez, I remember him. Yeah, ¿cuántos años de Miami?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
Okay. Today is mi primera vez de Miami.
First time here?
Yeah, my first time here.
Okay. Did you like Miami?
So far I really like it, yeah. But it feels like, it feels more like Latin America. Everyone speaks Spanish, like the food is different.
Yeah, Latin.
Yeah, right. Okay, so he's disinfecting the things here. ¿Qué es esto?
This is the cool care.
Cool care, okay. Yeah, let's see how my beard will look in a few minutes. ¿Cómo se dice en español?
Bigote. Candado. Sí.
Why here in Miami so many people from Latin America?
Miami is the best country.
Miami is good?
Yeah.
People like it? Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's expensive.
It's expensive,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
More
yeah.
than
For
like
rent, for
Colombia, for
body,
example.
for
Uh-huh.
car, yeah.
I'm actually wondering why there are so many people from Central America here or South America.
¿Quiere que le ponga el vapor?
Again?
¿Quiere el vapor? Vapor.
What is vapor? ¿Qué es esto? I think you want to ask if you want to use this machine, but I don't know what it is. Ah, ¿qué es esto? Like water?
Water hot.
Very hot?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. No idea what it is, but let's give it a try. Okay, so he's adding water to it. I think it's like vaporized water. Like I think there's like steam water coming out. And this makes the skin more soft,
Yeah.
more easy to cut.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand. Yeah. Okay, he changed the razor to this machine. So what I think he's doing is using the machine first, and then we're gonna use that machine, and then probably shaving it off with the razor blades in the end. Oh, this is, yeah, it's hot steam. Interesting. I never saw this before. Okay, this is shaving gel, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And yet still the whole time the steam is blowing into my face. It's not too hot, it's a warm feeling now. It's actually, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good actually. Es mi primera vez this one. First time I'm seeing this. Yeah, it's good, yes. Okay, and now he's shaving it off with the razor blades. Yeah, it feels very smooth now.
This is my friend de Honduras. He's a barber.
Barber too, but he seems to enjoy the music. I just said his friend from Honduras is over there.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hello, how are you doing?
Español or English?
Español poquito.
Español poquito, that's good.
So this one, finito? Okay. Okay. Muy bien.
Okay.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Very good haircut.
No haircut.
Hey, people, I'm here with the barber show with Christian. He do something.
No haircut today, just shave.
Mi gente, así es. Se va mundial.
That I think was aftershave, right? Because it smells very good.
Okay. We're finished.
Okay. Smells very good.
You like it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice smell to it. Alright, feel fresh now. Okay, how much?
It's 20.
$20?
20. I
Okay.
have for credit card, cash.
My phone, Google Pay. Yeah? ¿Qué es el nombre de este shop?
The original Cuban barber shop.
The original Cuban barber shop in Little Havana, Miami, Florida. Okay, so if you're in the area and you're looking to get a shave or a haircut, then find this man right here in Little Havana, Miami. Let's do a 30.
Oh,
30? Okay. Oh, so easy. You're just tapping the phones to each other, and that's how I paid him.
No receipt?
I don't need receipt, no. How do you print receipt here?
No in print, only digital.
Digital?
For the
I
email
see.
or for the phone number.
I see, okay. Okay, my glasses, don't forget them. Okay, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, nice to meet you too. Okay,
Alright.
bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Wow, that was a really good experience, I have to say. And yeah, I feel fresh now. I think the mustache looks nice again now. This is, by the way, my first time that I'm wearing a mustache. And it just started because before I flew to America, my girlfriend told me, like out of a joke, oh, don't shave the mustache, I want to see how it looks. And then I shaved everything off and kept the mustache. And then she said, oh, it actually looks really good, you should keep it. And I thought the same, and that's why I'm wearing this now. And by the way, I also filmed a full shaving and haircut video in New York City last week. If you want to see that video, head over to my second channel, Cannon Broad Live. On that channel, I'm posting like shorter videos, some personal videos, Q&A videos. I will leave a link to my second channel in the description. And look at this, there are chickens running around here. Suddenly it looks like a village in Asia. And so many of them. What are you doing here? Oh, is there a chicken farm here in the city? Or what's going on here? No, this is just a parking lot. Why are there so many chickens running around and also quite a few little birds? That's very random, right? Why am I standing in Miami and suddenly I'm surrounded by plenty of chickens? That's very random and weird, to be honest. Okay, I'm sitting here surrounded by a chicken still, and I just ordered an Uber to go to the next location. And then from there, I think we can get an interesting way of transportation over to the beach area. But I'm not 100% sure if that's available, so we will find out. And yeah, I just got a ride, gonna pick me up in 4 minutes. And to be honest, I also haven't seen a taxi cruising around the streets yet. Like for example, in New York City, there were always these yellow taxis around, but here, yeah, the whole day so far I haven't seen a single taxi cruising around. So it seems like Uber is, yeah, the chicken, it's still so funny. But yeah, seems like Uber is, yeah, the number one way to get a taxi here in Miami. And that's my Uber right here. Hola.
¿Qué?
Yes. Okay. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, bien, ¿cómo me le va?
Again?
¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está? Muy bien. Español poquito.
Tranquilo. Inglés poquito.
Inglés poquito, ok. Yo soy de Alemania.
Ah, qué bueno.
Sí, sí.
Yo soy de Colombia.
De Colombia. Ah, ok, ok. Muchos gente aquí de Colombia, México, Cuba, ¿sí?
Mucho latino.
Mucho latino aquí.
Este sector es de latinos.
¿Solamente aquí o...?
Solamente acá.
Solamente aquí, ok, ok. Mi primera vez en Miami,
Ah,
sí,
qué
sí.
bueno. ¿Sí le gustó?
El gusto, sí.
Es bonito Miami.
Bonito Miami, sí, sí. ¿Cuántos minutos?
12.
12, 12 minutes. Ok, ok, muy bien.
Listo.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Chao, que esté muy bien.
Hasta luego, bye bye. Yeah, it's actually quite funny. I think every person I met today was not from America. Like, did I even meet an American in Miami so far? I really feel so far like I'm in a different country, like somewhere in Latin America. But maybe that was only the case because we were in Little Havana. The area where we are right now is downtown, so it's actually not that far away from my hotel as well. So a different area of the city. Oh, by the way, there's a yellow taxi here. The first time I'm seeing a yellow taxi here. So the reason why I came to this area because we have the waterfront behind these buildings, and I heard, or I read actually, that I can take a boat from here to the South Beach area. So that's my goal for now. And look at that, they have Flixbus in America. I didn't even know that. Flixbus is a German company. Wow, I didn't know that they are already so big that they are also in America. Very interesting. I used to drive with Flixbuses a lot during my student time. Okay, so we have the Bayside building here. I think it's actually a food court. Now I'm still pretty full from the Cuban sandwich from earlier. But let's have a look around here and see if I can find a boat. Oh yeah, look at that. We have shops here. You can buy ice cream here, drinks, souvenirs. And also something that I noticed during the Uber ride, like even the radio station was completely in Spanish. Like they were playing Latin music, and in the breaks between the songs they were speaking Spanish. Okay, from here we actually have a cool view to the Miami skyline. We also have a big Ferris wheel right here. That looks quite huge actually. And yeah, I found the water. And yeah, the South Beach area should be somewhere there and then on the left. So now I only need to find a way to get there. I mean, of course, you can also just take an Uber to that area as well. But I want to see if I can get a boat to there. Oh, look at it. Hello.
Hi,
Can I get a water taxi here?
yes, I have.
I want to go to South Beach.
Yes. How many persons?
Just one. How much is it?
One way.
One way, yes.
Yeah. $25.
$25. And what time?
5:30.
So in half an hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour?
Yes.
And where does it leave?
Now.
Just here?
Yeah.
And how many minutes to South
It's,
Beach?
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
And where in South Beach is the drop off?
South Point.
Ah, here, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
South Point, South Beach.
Ah, yes. So we are driving from here,
Exactly.
and it's a beautiful drive. Very beautiful. Okay, then one ticket, please. Okay, so it's a boat like this. So a small boat like this, and then we're cruising over to the Miami Beach area.
The taxi is 177.
Okay, 26.75. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, I do have a ticket now, and in 25 minutes she said the boat is leaving from down here. And then yeah, I'm hoping for a very beautiful boat ride along the canals here in Miami over to Miami Beach. Okay, and it is about 25 minutes later, and yeah, I just went to the bar behind me just to drink a water, and then something that I don't understand here in America. So when I received the bill, there was gratuity included, and if I put gratuity into my Google Translate and translate it to German, it translates to the German word of tip. So now I'm a bit confused, like I thought tipping is optional, but it was already included in the price of the bill. So why was I kind of forced to pay a tip then? And then, you know, when you pay with your card at the machine, the card reading machine is asking again for a tip. So yeah, tipping culture in America really confuses me. So I was forced to pay a tip just for a bottle of water.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Alright, and this is our boat. And yeah, I think the lady said the ride is about half an hour. Alright, I think the boat is gonna be quite full. Quite a lot of people are waiting here. And looks like they're also selling us snacks here during the ride. Yeah, you can already see behind me that yeah, the view here is quite nice with the skyline in the background. Okay, and we have left the port, and to my surprise, this is not only a taxi, basically also like a tour, because he's telling us some information. For example, he just explained that the building right there with the round shape, that's the home of the basketball team Miami Heat. So I'm also getting some information, and I have to say, the skyline with the sun in the background, that also looks really beautiful. And yeah, he's also giving all the information in English and in Espanol, in Spanish. And yeah, look at the ships here. They look quite expensive. And yeah, I think Miami is also very popular place for rich people in America to come here, spend some days, spend their holidays. So I'm guessing that some of these boats belong to some rich or famous people. I also think that Miami has basically good weather all year round. So when it gets colder in other states in the US, I can imagine that many Americans also come here to spend some days in hotter climates. And yeah, one of the information he just gave us, for example, is that the port here is the largest one in America and also one of the largest ones in the world. So I can imagine that quite a lot of ships arriving here on a daily basis. And look at these houses here. That is probably a very expensive place to stay, but a very beautiful one, especially if you're looking to that side, which is the sunset view. And then right over there, maybe on the other side even, we have the open ocean. And yeah, he just explained that these villas here cost about $30 million, and many of them belong to famous people, like some actors, for example. He just said that Antonio Banderas, for example, has a villa here. To be honest, they don't even look that huge, but probably the location is what makes them so valuable. And there are plenty of these little villas everywhere here. And he just said that this villa right here belongs to the Colombian singer Shakira. And another villa over there belongs to Jackie Chan, also a very famous actor. So it seems like the whole area here is full with a lot of famous celebrities. And this villa right here cost $85 million. That is incredible. But yeah, the location here, that's really, really beautiful. That must be a dream to wake up with this view every day. And this villa right here belonged to Frank Sinatra. Wow. To be honest, I was not expecting that this is turning into like a celebrity tour. Something you can also get, for example, in Hollywood and Los Angeles. I thought this is just going to be a taxi, like a water taxi that gets me from A to B. I was actually not expecting this to be like an actual tour. And that villa right here is the most expensive one, $110 million. Wow. Can you imagine how must it feel to be able to spend $110 million on your house? Wow. And it looks like the people who are staying here, they're coming by with the jet ski. Or maybe they're also just tourists curious to have a look. Alright, and here we are at South Beach, and the tour guide also just explained that this is the biggest marina in Miami. Over 400 mega boats are parked here, and many of them belong also to very famous people like Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, David Beckham has a boat here. So I'm actually surprised that they can just drop off us in the middle of like a millionaire's parking lot. I wonder if during these tours you can actually sometimes also spot celebrities. I mean, there was also a house over there that belongs to David Beckham, and I noticed that all the houses look very empty. Maybe none of these celebrities is at home at the moment, but I wonder if sometimes, like during such a tour, you can actually see them like chilling in their backyard. And yeah, here we are now, Miami Beach Marina, and that was a really cool boat tour overall. And yeah, it's now a 10-minute walk over to the area where I want to go, the area around South Beach, and then there's a very famous road that I want to visit, the Ocean Drive, and then around there we're also gonna check out the Miami South Beach. You remember at the beginning of the video I told you that is my goal, to end the video right there. And yeah, look at the view here. I mean, that is a fantastic view. The trees, the sunshine, these very expensive boats. What a place. And look at that. What is that? That is the most unique boat I have seen in a while. You see that? That looks like a car, but it's actually a boat. So I guess then if many of these boats belong to celebrities, it can also happen that you can sometimes bump into some of them here. I mean, if they want to get to their boats, they must use this exact road as well. And yeah, the guide on the boat also said that there's currently a 3 years rating list to get a spot here in the marina. So plenty of rich people are also just waiting to be able to park their boat here. And look what we are having here. You remember earlier when I said it would be so cool to see one of these cars today? And here we have one. Wow. A very old school iconic car. Oh, that looks unique. Oh, happy that I saw one of these on the streets. Okay, and we are now at one of the most famous roads in America, the Ocean Drive. Probably the most iconic place here in Miami. Every major movie that plays in Miami is usually filmed around this area. To be honest, I don't even know why this road is so famous. I think it became very famous and popular during the 80s. So along the road here we have plenty of iconic hotels. We have the beach on that side here, and I have to say it looks very beautiful here. I also like the atmosphere. To be honest, I would have expected that this place is way more busy, more people. I would have also expected this to be a major tourist hotspot here in Miami. But I think out of all the famous places I have visited in America so far, this place has the least amount of people around. So actually quite a vibe to walk around here now, soak in the atmosphere. Okay, and something seems to happen here. Police is causing a very long traffic jam. Nobody can move. Hello. Hello. So yeah, the road is full with cars who are not able to move because of the police here. But I don't know what's going on. I found this car right here and I was wondering why everyone takes a picture next to the car. But I think this is a very iconic and famous hotel here, Colony Hotel. And I think this is Tony Montana, or it's supposed to look like Tony Montana. Yeah, Montana's restaurant. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I was walking by and I saw like a long line of people here taking a picture with this car. But I have to say this is a beautiful spot right here with this car and the hotel in the background. And also here in the whole area there's the smell of a certain plant in the air, and I noticed that already a lot as well in New York and also in Los Angeles. I don't know anything about the laws about that here in the US, but seems like it's actually allowed to consume that plant in public, because yeah, the smell is very strong around here. And yeah, we also have access to the famous Miami beach here. So let's have a look at the beach, and then I spotted a very nice spot for sunset, and sunset is in about 40 minutes. Here we have Miami Beach, so let's have a look how beautiful that beach looks, because from what I've heard, this is one of the best beaches in the country. Alright, and here we are. And also I'm quite surprised that it's not full of people. Wow, I mean, I don't know, maybe now it's not holiday season in America. It's also currently a Monday evening. But here we are, the world famous Miami Beach in Florida, USA. Whew. Looks beautiful. Also, it's quite a large beach, so from there to there, plenty of space for people to lie down, to enjoy the weather. But you know what I'm missing now? Some vendors. I'm very thirsty actually, and I could also go for a little snack like an ice cream or something like that. So when I was at the beach in Los Angeles a few weeks ago, the Venice and Santa Monica beach, I would say the beach there was similar, but what was good there? Plenty of vendors around, selling ice cream, selling drinks, selling fruits. That doesn't seem to be the case here. But yeah, I would say the water quality here definitely can't compete with the water quality at beaches in Southeast Asia, for example. So the water actually doesn't look that inviting for a swim, I have to say. But the quality of the beach is very nice. So if you just want to lie around here, enjoy the sun, an afternoon at the beach, I think this beach right here is very good for that. But yeah, if you're familiar with this beach, let me know in the comments if it's absolutely not common here that you have vendors around selling something. I also didn't saw any convenience stores over there. So it seems like you really have to bring your supplies. Can't just purchase them around here. And unfortunately, I do see a lot of clouds over there. So maybe that will ruin our sunset view. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to the sunset spot now, and then let's see what kind of view we will get to end the day. Also, maybe you saw my video from Cancun from a few weeks ago. I would say this beach here is better than the beaches I saw in Cancun. So if you are an American watching this, maybe you don't even have to fly all the way to Mexico to enjoy a beautiful beach. You also have it right here in your own country. Although a Cancun holiday is probably cheaper than a holiday here in Miami, even though the flight to get there is longer. And also here, even though the vibes here are different compared to Little Havana where we have been earlier, but also here I hear plenty of people speaking Spanish. I see signs around here in Spanish, so it really seems like that's the case not only in Little Havana but also in different areas here in Miami. Okay, literally just a 5-minute walk away from the beach area, and here it looks more like a residential area. Probably a very expensive residential area though, but there are almost no people around here, way less chaotic and busy. So very big contrast compared to the beach area over there. And every once in a while you see some very expensive fancy cars driving around. This is probably also an area where people who own very expensive fancy cars come to show off their cars, you know. I could imagine that especially happens over there on the Ocean Drive in the evenings. And yeah, what I can also say is that throughout the whole day I felt very safe. There was not a single moment where I was like, this is maybe an area where I should be a bit careful. So that was no problem at all during the whole day so far. And another 5-minute walk and we came to a park called South Point. And yeah, this is supposed to be a very beautiful sunset spot, but yeah, as you can see, unfortunately we are not that lucky today. But still a beautiful view here, and yeah, overall my first impressions here are that yes, it does feel a bit like a different country. There were many moments today where I felt like I'm suddenly somewhere in Latin America, not in the USA anymore. But overall I really like the vibes here. It's more slow paced, it's a calmer atmosphere, less chaotic, less busy, especially compared to New York and Los Angeles. So I'm having good first impressions here in Miami. But yeah, unfortunately this is also the end of my USA trip. I'm gonna travel back to New York City in the next days, and then from there I'm taking once again the longest flight in the world. This time the other way around, from New York back to Singapore. I'm not gonna film in the next days though, so the next time you will see me will be somewhere completely different in the world. I haven't decided yet where I want to film next. If you have any ideas or suggestions from where you would like to see my next videos, let me know in the comments. And yeah, overall I really enjoyed this USA trip. I'm sure I will be back in the future. And if you're curious to see my previous video in which I took a first-class train ride from New York to Washington, then check out the video right here. Stay healthy, stay positive, and then see you in the next episode. Ciao guys!